Did you kill Johnny? Did I kill Johnny? No, I didn't kill Johnny.
Where were you last night? Where was I last night? You know where I was. And where were you, by the way?
You're lying.
Well, the first thing I definitely would say is go with your intuition. If your intuition is telling you that something's not right, generally something's not right.
Lying is a very protective device. By one study, the average person lies about 5 times a day. That's probably an underestimate for most of us. Often, some liars can be detected by their behavior.
People leak deception. We call it leakage. There's eye movements, there's hand movements, there's things you say, there's things you don't say.
If you know you're going to be queried about an event, you get well rehearsed.
People that ramble on, people that blame other people, people that have certain physiological reactions, swallowing, the gulp in the throat, the licking the lips,
Darting of the eyes.
These are all things that people display. So it's a pretty good indicator as to whether a person is being truthful or deceptive. In verbal cues, you look for hesitation. You look for and non-a.
If I ask somebody, hey, great game last night. Yeah, it was a good game, and whatever, and they start talking, and oh, what happened the other night? Oh, you know, and all of a sudden the pitch changes. If you watch cards,
50 better.
a lot of times they're asking questions to see if their pitch changes.
Well, that lets me out.
You get startled with the question. Liars often, you turn the question back to the questioner. Where were you last night? Where was I last night? You know where I was. And where were you, by the way?
What you're trying to do is you're trying to have time to fabricate the lie and to think things through.
And someone says, by the way, what's your name? What's my name? Repeating of the question. By this time now you know your name. You don't have to, it's not a complicated question.
So if I say, did you kill Johnny? Did I kill Johnny? No, I didn't kill Johnny. And then they start rambling on.
Often liars add extra information they're not being asked for.
I have no reason to kill Johnny. Bobby had a beef with Johnny, so Bobby probably killed Johnny. And now you're pointing the finger to somebody else. So there's various things with eye movement. There's various things with looking up to the left, down to the right. The blank stare is where I'm disengaging from you. Looking up is sort of seeking divine intervention. You know, like, oh God, please help me. Looking down and head motion down is shame and looking inwardly towards yourself. But you have to be careful because people that won't look you in the eye are not necessarily deceptive, and people think that they are. People are programmed literally almost the same to react, to have the visual type of thing that I can see. The more the person is concerned about the lie, the less that the brain's limbic system, which really keeps you calm, can hold you down.
There's an emotional component of the brain that interacts with the cognition. That in turn goes out through the nerves to the body for responses. The areas of the body that are most responsive are the cardiovascular system, heart rate and blood pressure changes.
Their pulse, are they racing? Are they nervous about something that they shouldn't be?
Respiratory dynamics, breathing changes take place, and we perspire.
They might get a little nervous and all of a sudden their mouth gets dry.
Certain body language will be deemed deceptive.
Crossing your leg in the opposite direction to your inquirer.
Sitting forward with your palms up is generally a sign of a person being honest. Palms down is usually a person being dishonest.
Being unusually casual when it's a tense situation. You're at a polygraph interview and this person's sitting like this, as though they got better places to be. Guilty or innocent, I mean, this is a very odd, peculiar situation.
So these are all things that we look at when we assess a person's credibility. The liar doesn't want to be unmasked, but at the end of the day, you can't control the way that your brain works. Your memory has the truth, and your imagination is where you fabricate lies. The mouth can lie, but the brain tells the truth.